Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. How are you doing today? So, if you're new here, my name is Noura Al Masri. I'm an enrolled agent and a founder of Noura's Books. I am the nonprofit CFO. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I am here today to talk to you about 990s. And the reason I want to talk about 990 today because I've had a lot of people actually reaching out with a rejection on their 990. They're getting those letters from the IRS saying their nonprofit tax return was rejected. They're getting letters saying they have a penalty and their 990 was incomplete or rejected. They have to really file it within really immediately. So a lot of people are getting confused because when IRS send you that letter, they don't really tell you what you have to do. They just give generic response saying that was not accepted, and they list they just tell you it was incomplete, and the other thing they say the penalty. Well, the penalty for that, hi Brittany. So the penalty for that is actually a daily penalty for nonprofits. So if you have not filed, or if you filed and it was rejected, you can get charged $20 a day. If your nonprofit is a small nonprofit, meaning you're making less than $1 million a year. Now, if you are making $1 million or more, then you're going to be charged $100 a day. That's $100 a day. And they can charge you up to $50,000. Well, I mean, who wants to pay $50,000 for IRS as a nonprofit while you have a lot of programs you want to take care of? You want to actually pay your staff, consultants, a lot of other things that can benefit you and your beneficiaries, and really help you create a larger impact, while you now have to pay that for the IRS. So be aware of that and make sure you file a complete return. So for the $20 a day for those smaller organizations, they can charge you up to $10,000. And if you don't respond, if you don't do anything, that it might result in a really larger consequences, like losing your exempt status, and you don't want to go there. So that's why today I want to talk to you about this reasons why your 990, which is your tax, your informational tax return for your nonprofit, is rejected or returned to you, why you are receiving that letter from the IRS, so you can avoid that to happen. To avoid that to happen, stay away from using volunteers to do that, because this 990 is really complicated and they do take a lot of time. So if you want to actually do it as a volunteer basis, it's going to take a lot of your time. So maybe you're not going to do the good job that you can do if it's compensated. Another thing is, not every accountant know how to do taxes in general, let alone 990. 990 is very complicated. A lot of accountants choose not to do it because there's a lot of requirements and complexity in there, and it's a lot of responsibility. So it does take a long time, especially the full form. Well, like I said, if you want to get funded, it's better to have the long form. So you want to make sure you have someone who is qualified to do it and who knows how to do it. Also, I've seen a lot of nonprofits, they have an accountant on their board and they think their accountant actually doesn't know anything about taxes. They just work in an accounting department in a corporate. And let me tell you, I worked at corporate for a long time, and if you are in accounting department there, doesn't mean you know how to do taxes, doesn't mean you know how to do bookkeeping, doesn't mean to you know like how to do CFO services, doesn't mean any of that, because when you are in a larger companies you do just certain job that you're good at, and probably you're brilliant at, you're amazing at, but doesn't mean you know how to do other stuff in accounting. So you want to really hire someone who knows how to do 990. First, the first reason of rejection is sending your 990 by mail, paper file. IRS do not accept any more paper filing for your 990. You have to e-file it. So you have to e-file your 990 in order to get accepted if it's complete. Another thing is incomplete. So under incomplete, so number two, this is the number two for me here. Incomplete, it might have too many reasons. So I'm just going to give you like most common reason why this will be 990 will be returned to you because it's incomplete. Number one is you're not listing all your board members. So I've seen a lot of people putting one name only under the board member or two names. With the IRS, you have to have 3 board members, even if your state do not require more than 1 board member. If this is the case for your state, because it's state by state basis, still for the IRS to have the exempt status, you need to have 3 minimum. You can have more, but you need to have 3 minimum. So you have to list all your board members, minimum 3 board members, but if you have more than 3, you need to list them all. And you need to list all your independent contractors, all your employees who are, you know, making a certain point, how many 1090 you have issued, all of this information, but you need to make sure it's complete. And then the other reason, you're not attaching all the schedules that needed with your 990 or 990 EZ. So 990 and 990 EZ, they have to actually so 990 is they have it's not only those 990 you need to have there, they have schedules just like your personal return, how you have schedule C, sometimes you have to do schedule A, sometimes schedule B, schedule B, schedule D, a lot of schedules that you can attach to your personal return based on your situation. Then same thing for nonprofits. For 990 you have to do some schedules. So most common schedules that you will need to attach is Schedule O, Schedule A, Schedule B, a lot of returns, like you have to actually attach those schedules. And even when you file it through a software, sometimes it doesn't give you an error. And those for our tax professionals, like it doesn't give you an error, you have to know that. So be careful, be aware of what you are actually filing. So another reason, there is actually some options on Schedule A when you file 990, like too many. It can be very complex for people, and you might not know. What you have to actually select. But to make it easier for yourself, you want to get that determination letter you receive from the IRS when they approved you for tax exempt status. And then from there, you can actually know which option to select. So you want to make sure you select the correct options. So that's actually the most common reasons I've seen lately, that is the rejection coming through for your 990s. So make sure that you avoid these mistakes so you don't get the rejection, you don't get penalties. Like I said, it can be up to 10,000 for your organization, or 50,000, depends on the size of your organization. So avoid that. And if you need help if you need help with any of that, like doing your 990, review what you have done, we can definitely help you at my firm. You can reach out through the links tree. There's like a lot of links, like you can sign up directly to the portal, or you can book a call at Chat with Noura. It's a free consultation, so we can see if we are a good fit. Then we can start working together and can help you with your nonprofit. Also, if you're struggling to get funded for your nonprofit, I have my masterclass coming up in about 10 days, I would say. It's, I think, 22nd. So you can find the information on Linktree. There's like sign up for my free masterclass. So you can sign up for the masterclass so we can go through, and I will let you know why is your nonprofit is not getting funded. And we'll take it from there. If you have any question, let me know. And I'm looking forward to help you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be with my partner Brittany, and we're gonna talk about our upcoming events. So be with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, and looking forward to see you then. Bye.